Hello, and welcome back to Ricky's Rant, Rave, and Review. It's been a while, and I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for that. For the last 2 weeks, I've just been working a lot, and I got sick, and then last week I wasn't feeling too hot, so I didn't get to finish all the Oscar nomination. I didn't get to finish watching them, and I didn't get to finish reviewing them because I just felt so down in the dumps. But the Oscars were last night. Instead of waiting for me to watch the last couple of ones, I'm probably gonna still review them in the next couple of weeks just to say that I have. But the Oscars were last night. Let's talk about those. So I'm not going to be going in any particular order. I'm just going to list what I have right here in my notebook from like the smallest award to all the bigger ones like Best Picture and Best Actor and all that. So right off the bat, congrats to Alexander Desplat for The Shape of Water. That's an amazing soundtrack. I listen to it almost every day. That song, You'll Never Know, just really hits me in the heart. And I don't know why they didn't pick up a best song. No, wait, no, it was a cover of a song from the 1960s, or 50s, whenever that original version came out. But congrats to Alexander Desplat on that. Next up on my list is Best Original Song, Going to Remember Me from Coco, which I was so happy about because after all that nonsense at the Golden Globes with This Is Me from The Greatest Showman winning, I was really nervous that This Is Me was going to win again, but it didn't. I'm not trying to knock Keela Settle. I really do like her. I follow a lot of the stuff that she does on Broadway, but I really wanted it to go to Coco because that song is just like really important culturally because it comes from a movie that really highlights Mexican culture, and it was really refreshing to see a movie that highlights it without, demonizing it. But I don't know how you do that. It's a kids movie, but it's just a really beautiful song. All the performances in that movie, because if you've seen the movie, it's like 3 or 4 different versions of the song. I mean, I was just really happy that it won, and I was super mad because I was at work for like the first 90 minutes of the Oscars, and then I get home, check Snapchat, Miguel and Natalia Lafourcade did this song at the Oscars, and nobody told me. Like, I was really upset because I really liked their version of the song, and I didn't get to see it live, but I'll go check it out as soon as I'm done recording this. But congrats on Coco for winning for Remember Me. And going off of that note, before I get into more of the bigger awards, congrats again to Coco for Best Animated Feature. We all knew it was going to go to Coco. What, did you really think Boss Baby or Ferdinand was going to win? If it had gone to The Breadwinner or Loving Vincent, I might have been okay. Those are 2 very beautiful films. But considering that it is a film about Mexican culture and a lot of the Disney movies in the past that focused on non-white characters have been losing for the last couple years, it would have been really sketchy for them to go 3 for 3 with Moana, Princess and the Frog losing. If Coco had lost 2, that would have been like, we see you, Academy. Let the brown kids have this one. And they're not saying that like they just gave it to them just because, it's brown people, but like it is a beautiful movie. It deserved that Oscar. So congrats to Coco on winning for Best Animated Picture. Who the hell else did you think it was going to be? And keeping things in Latin America for a little bit longer, Best Foreign Film went to Una Mujer Fantástica, which is a fantastic woman, which I didn't know of until a few days ago is about and stars a trans woman. The star is Daniela Vega, which I didn't know about until like 3 days ago, which I was really upset about because as someone who is non-binary, who has a lot of trans and non-binary friends, and someone who's a lesbian, it just really meant a lot to me to hear that a movie starring a trans woman, that's about a trans woman, got an Oscar, and nobody was boosting it as much as they should have. Like, everybody was so focused on Call Me By Your Name that A Fantastic Woman kind of got swept under the rug, and it really made me a little angry. Because I haven't watched the movie yet, I'm going to watch it and probably review it just because, as an LGBT YouTuber, I feel obligated to do it. But since it has an Oscar, I'm probably going to just enjoy it anyway and was probably going to watch it regardless if I had this channel or not. But congrats to that. Congrats to A Fantastic Woman and everyone involved. I hope Daniela Vega gets a lot more roles after this because from what I've been reading and seeing, it is a gorgeous film. I saw a trailer for it when I went to go see Call Me By Your Name. And it's been on my radar for a while. I didn't know it was nominated for an Oscar at the time, but I'm definitely going to go check it out after this, and you'll probably see a review for it in the next couple of weeks, now that Oscars seasons is over, and now we just got to kill it, just hang on out until, like, May for all the big summer blockbusters. Going off that note, one award that I was super upset about was Call Me By Your Name winning Best Adapted Screenplay. Y'all had Mudbound and Logan to choose from, and y'all picked Call Me By Your Name. One of the most boring nominations. No, not the most. Darkest Hour was the most boring. I didn't even finish it because it bored me that fucking bad. But, it didn't win Best Picture. Timothée Chalamet didn't win. It didn't win for Best Song. I don't know. I'm just mad that Mudbound and Logan lost. I wanted it to go to Mudbound because Dee Reese is a lesbian film director. I really would have loved it to go to her. That would have been amazing. And Logan, of course, just a great film. I'm a nerd. Would have been happy about that. But I'm not gonna dwell on this one for too long. If you're new to my channel and you don't know how I feel about Call Me by My Name, go watch my review for it. You'll see why I'm pissed about this winning an award. And then right after Best Adapted Screenplay was Best Original Screenplay, which went to Get Out. Holy fucking shit, Jordan Peele has an Oscar. I was so happy. Like, when I tell y'all, I was so stressed about Get Out not winning anything. And I'm so happy that it went to Get Out. Because as somebody who loves horror, as somebody who loves stories about that are social commentaries, as someone who's black, I was just so happy and just relieved that Get Out won for Best Original Screenplay. And then Jordan Peele's speech was just amazing when he said he stopped writing Get Out about 20 times. It really hit me hard because I am somebody who writes. I love movies, I love horror, I love all the stuff I just listed, and to hear him say that, and for him to see him winning an Oscar, the first black person ever to win an Oscar in this category, it just really hit hard for me, and it just meant a whole lot. So that award, definitely the one I was happiest about last night. So congrats to Jordan Peele, congrats to Get Out. I can't say how happy that made me seeing that last night. It's number 2 of my favorite Oscar moments, next to Lupita Nyong'o winning for Best Supporting Actress way back in 2014. But moving on. I'm going to wrap it back around to the front end of the show, which I also missed, with the Best Supporting Actors and Actresses Award. Best Supporting Actor went to Sam Rockwell. Don't have much to say on that. I wanted it to go to Richard Jenkins, but, you know, congrats to Sam Rockwell. Oops. Shit, I guess. I don't know. He played a racist cop. I'm supposed to be happy about that. And for Best Supporting Actress, congratulations to Allison Janney and I, Tonya. I like Allison Janney. I was really pushing for Octavia Spencer or Mary J. I'm obligated to want Mary J to win because I'm black and I'm also an auntie. If I didn't want Mary J to win, I'm pretty sure I would have my auntie privileges revoked. But, you know, me and my mom watched this category together, and my mom got so mad that Mary J. Blige didn't win that she walked out the room and said she was going to sleep. So, that's all I gotta say on that. My mom says more about it than I do, and she doesn't even watch the Oscars that often. She didn't watch because Mary J. was nominated, but, you know, congrats, Allison Janney. I like you as an actress. This actress category was a mess. Moving on to the real heat of the night for me when I was just screaming my head off on Snapchat. Best Actress went to Frances McDormand. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. How do you have Sally Hawkins, Meryl Streep, and Margot Robbie in the same category, and y'all chose Frances McDormand over Meryl Streep, Sally Hawkins, and Margot Robbie? Y'all could have at least given it to Meryl Streep just because she's Meryl fucking Streep. How did The Post lose anything last night? It was the most Oscar baity movie of the year. Frances McDormand over Meryl Streep, Sally Hawkins, and Margot Robbie. That's what y'all went with. She drills a hole into somebody's thumb in that fucking movie. And y'all went with that over Meryl Streep, Sally Hawkins, or Margot Robbie. On to the next thing. I really said on to the next thing as if the next category didn't piss me off more than Best Actress. Best Actor! Gary motherfucking Oldman for yelling for 2 hours in a fat suit as Winston Churchill over Daniel Kaluuya and Denzel Washington. Y'all should have at least given it to Denzel for that whole bullshit y'all pulled giving it to Casey Affleck last year. Like, really? Really? Fucking Gary Oldman is Winston Churchill? Really? I didn't even finish Darkest Hour because it sucked. It was boring. I never thought that a movie could have too much talking. That movie has too much fucking talking. It was 2 hours and I got to the 1 hour mark and said, nope, fuck this. I'm gonna stab myself if I keep watching this. Because 1, Winston Churchill fucking sucks. 2, the movie sucks. 3, the direction actually ain't that bad, but like everything else about it sucked. Literally, The Darkest Hour was like, hey, you watch Dunkirk? Want to know all the boring, talkative, political shit was going on across the English Channel? Let's do that for a movie. Let's put Gary Oldman in a fucking fat suit. Let's put Sirius Black in a fat suit and give him a funny accent and make people talk about him for 2 hours. That movie, If you want to know the definition of overacting, go watch Darkest Hour. And then come back and comment if you really think that Gary... don't even watch all of Darkest Hour. Watch the first 15 minutes of Darkest Hour and tell me if you were A, engaged, B, entertained, 3, invested into the story, and C, think that Gary Oldman deserved an Oscar for that. Let's just... Daniel Kaluuya, sweetheart, I am so motherfucking sorry that the Oscars didn't give you anything. Like... I gotta shut up or else we'll be here for about 30 more minutes about me just yelling about how Gary Oldman doesn't deserve an Oscar. Let me just shut my damn mouth right now. In a category that made me kinda happy, met me in the middle of the road and said, we're okay with this. Congratulations to Guillermo del Toro for winning for Best Director for The Shape of Water. That movie is great. Beautifully directed, well acted, Sally Hawkins and Richard Jenkins, sweetie, I'm so motherfucking sorry that y'all lost to Sam Rockwell and Frances McDormand. But hey, Guillermo del Toro got the one for Best Director. Am I a little sad it didn't go to Jordan Peele? Yeah, but Mexico got a lot of great awards last night. Latin America in general got a lot of great awards last night. So, congratulations, Guillermo del Toro. It was the only film that I felt stood up to Get Out in terms of creativity, originality, direction, and script. So, they met us in the middle with that one. You gotta at least admit that Shape of Water deserves what it got. And the final award of the night went to Shape of Water. I cannot tell you how big of a sigh of relief I let loose. Because I really thought they were gonna give it to 3 fucking billboards. And let me tell you, I'm fine. Like I said, it's one of the few films from last year that stood up in terms of creativity, direction, script, and acting when it came to Get Out. Would I have liked to go to Get Out? Yeah, but I'm also happy. Latinx people won a bunch of awards last night. Can't be mad about that. Still a great accomplishment in Oscars history. But, would have loved for Get Out to win. Not mad at The Shape of Water winning. At least it wasn't goddamn Darkest Hour. Jesus fucking Christ, how did that movie get nominated? It was a high-budget PBS documentary, but I'm not gonna talk about it. But, congratulations to The Shape of Water. Well-deserved. Very beautiful movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I think it's in Redbox. It's still in theater. At least it is here in Georgia. But, go watch Shape of Water. Wow, my lighting's really going crazy. I'm sorry. I need a light for this. My kitchen light's really screwy. But, Shape of Water. Yay! And that's my mostly rant, at least in the later part of this video, of the Oscars. What did you think? Were your predictions correct? I didn't even check mine because I'm still pissed about Gary Oldman winning, and I just going back and trying to look through my predictions is going to bum me the fuck out, so... Congrats to all the winners except Gary Oldman. Fuck you. Fuck Gary Oldman. Oh my god. Congratulations to everybody except Gary Oldman. Blade Runner 2049 got an Oscar. Coco won for Best Song. Daniela Vega has an Oscar. I'm happy. About 70% happy with last night's Oscars. Was it a downgrade from last year when Mahershala Ali and Moonlight won? Yeah, it's fucking downgrade. But it's better than it could have been. Lady Bird or Call Me By Your Name could have won for Best Picture. And you know what? I'm fine with that. So I don't have anything else to say because if I keep talking, I'm just going to yell about Gary Oldman for 20 minutes. But thanks for watching. Sorry again about not finishing all the Oscar reviews. Got sick. got hella sick at the end of February. But, later this week or probably tomorrow, I will be putting up my review for Annihilation, which is something that I've been wanting to watch for a while now. And, just thanks for stopping by. Fuck you, Gary Oldman.